Welcome to Puzzled and Chatty, the international edition, with me, Adam Gray, where I talk with jigsaw puzzlers from around the world and share their stories, thoughts, and opinions on this growing competitive activity and the global puzzle community. In this episode, I sit down with a two-time national champion, but not in her own country, a speed puzzler who continues to train to get better and better, but also finds time to do relaxing puzzles as well as grow the speed puzzling community in her home country. She's from Ireland. It is Emma Quirke. Emma and I discuss the puzzling community in Ireland, the challenges of speed puzzling in a small country, how teachers can incorporate puzzling in schools, the upcoming international competitions in 2026, how she's getting her parents involved in puzzling, and more. So pull up a chair and pick a puzzle off the shelf to do while you listen to two people who are puzzled and chatty. Hello and welcome to another episode of Puzzled and Chatty International Edition. This week I am joined by someone from the Emerald Isle who I'm very excited to speak with, and it is Emma Quirke. Hello Emma, thanks for joining me.
Hi Adam, thanks for having me.
Very excited to do this. As you may or may not know, you were one of my picks to win Worlds last year, which I'm okay with my results with how that turned out. So yeah, this is a chat that I've been looking forward to for a while. If people are looking to follow you or track your puzzle progress, what's the best way for them to do that?
I'm on Instagram at the Quirky Puzzler.
Great. And I think you're one of the few, there's two types of puzzlers I find on Instagram where one set of puzzlers, they have the puzzle account and maybe they'll pop up every so often. Yours is very much the opposite. You do a lot of puzzles and you post a lot of puzzles.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, try to take pictures of most of the ones I do.
Yeah, even if it's just a story, there's something that's
Yeah.
always on there. So it's a good follow to see the progress of essentially one of the top speed puzzlers in the world, which we will definitely be getting to in a bit. So what I ask everybody when they first show up here, I'm not going to go into too much background detail because there's a lot of articles and TV clips and stuff about you already in Ireland, so your name is easily Googleable at this point.
Yeah.
So more background information is all out there. But I ask everybody, how did you kind of get into puzzling in general? Not speed puzzling, but just puzzling.
Yeah, so I think I started when I was a really young child. I'd say about 2 or 3 years old. My mum bought me puzzles, like started off with really small piece puzzles and ended up being quite good at them and could do them upside down and back to front. So that was a lot of fun. And then she started to get me harder puzzles. So I was doing 500 piece puzzles and 1,000 piece puzzles by the time I was 6 years old. Um, and yeah, I think ever since I've just been really into it. So I've always done them with my mom and my nanny. And yeah, really enjoyed them.
When you say back to front, you mean like the puzzles were upside down? Like you're looking
Yeah,
at the
I used to do them
cardboard
upside
back
down. Yeah.
with just like the brown backing or whatever color it would have been?
Yeah, normally just the blue Ravensburger backing. Yeah.
The blue's even harder. Uh, that's so. Would you say that there is a member of your family that was like more influential with it, or was it just kind of, or are you mainly just the puzzler and everyone else just kind of does it for fun?
Yeah, I think I'm kind of the puzzler, the one who does the most and kind of takes it the most serious. And then my mom would always join in and help me, and dad as well. And then my nanny loves to puzzle as well. So the three of them all join in. And they'd always have one on the go between them somewhere in the house, which is good.
Yeah. So when did you make transition then into being a speed puzzler?
So in last year's World 2024, just before that World happened, someone sent me a video on Instagram of the World Jigsaw Puzzle competition and said, "This looks really fun and it looks like it's down your alley that you should try it." So I looked it up and I was like, "Oh, this looks interesting." I'd never even heard of speed puzzling or heard of competitions for jigsaws, which was crazy. And I looked at some of the times and I went out to the shop, bought myself a 500 piece puzzle and timed it and realized I was pretty good and pretty fast. So bought tickets for the World Jigsaw Puzzle competition straight away then.
So Worlds 2024 was that your first in-person competition?
Yeah, it was. That was my first ever competition. Yeah.
So, okay. So what was the feeling like then flying to Spain to participate in a world championship, not knowing really anything about what it was going to be like?
Yeah, it felt a bit crazy. I don't think I knew what to expect at all. Like I vaguely looked it up, but didn't really know what was involved. And then got to the dome, saw so many people. Didn't realize how big of a deal it was really until I got there. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was a bit of a shock. But yeah, I just loved it straight away. It was great fun.
We'll definitely come back to the worlds in a bit, but
Yeah.
because of the international edition, I kind of want to focus on the various countries and stuff and what's going on around the world in speed puzzling. So, focusing on Ireland for a bit, is there is an Irish Jigsaw Puzzle Association?
Yeah, there is. So myself and Siobhan Quinn, another puzzler from Ireland, we set it up after Worlds 2024. So it's been going for nearly 2 years now. And it's going really good. It's building, like it's still in the early stages, but it's definitely building. And we have our first Irish nationals coming up in March, or not nationals, sorry, first Irish competition coming up in March, and then our first Irish nationals coming up in autumn 2026.
Okay, so there will be an Irish Nationals this year. That
Yeah.
is fascinating. What what can people expect, I guess, going because there's going to be a lot of people going to their first ever competition because Ireland is it's not really known as of yet for their speed
No.
puzzle community as a whole. You are known essentially as the Irish speed puzzler because not many other names pop up at this point. So what can people kind of expect going into their first competition
I
in
think for
Ireland?
the first competition, it's only small. So we only have 30 individuals and then 20 pairs. So it's quite a small venue and everything where it's on. And I tried to pick nice puzzles. So they're hopefully going to be easy enough puzzles to do. And I think it's going to be nice and friendly. It's not going to be too competitive for the first one. Just let people come, see what it's like, and see if they like it. Yeah. And hopefully they'll like it and more people will hear about it and join the nationals.
Do you have um, details on nationals, or is it kind of more in the planning process still, or is there actual information that you can kind of mention?
Not yet. It's gonna be exciting. It's kind of still in the planning zone, but yeah, it's gonna be Ravensburger again sponsoring us, and it's gonna be I think October 2026. So yeah, it's
That,
pretty
that
exciting.
yeah, it seems like it's so far away, but I know it's not really because so many
Yeah,
things have to fall into place and like even just locations and
yeah,
getting the puzzles and going through all of that. I can't imagine it's going to be easy, but it's great seeing, especially the smaller countries, have these big these national events.
yeah.
Yeah, it's nice seeing them pop up. What what kind of makes you think it's going to be successful? Because it will be, but
Yeah.
again, we don't really know much about Ireland when it comes to speed
No.
puzzle.
Yeah, I think for our first competition, when we put out the tickets, we were like, oh, will these even sell? Like, we didn't know would anyone be interested. And we were like, oh, maybe we'll be convincing our family members to buy them, like, just to sell tickets out. But within 48 hours, it was completely sold out. And we had it just for the first 2 weeks, only people living in Ireland could buy them. And then we were going to open it up to anyone, but it was gone within 48 hours, all the tickets. So it was really fast. So I have 150 people plus on the waiting list, which is crazy. Yeah, so for such a small competition, it's brilliant. So I think we could definitely sell out nationals as well. Hopefully,
I would think, unless you're getting into like the Australia level of national sizes where they're into the hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds, I think you'll think you'll be okay.
yeah, I think so.
Is it now you're from the Republic of Ireland, so
Yeah,
the for those who are not, that's the bottom one, the
yeah.
lower on the map of the island. Is it focused purely on Ireland and kind of not so much Northern Ireland?
No, I think it's just for anybody living in Ireland at all, Northern Ireland or Republic of Ireland. We're kind of happy to just let Northern Ireland do what they like, and they can do the UK competitions and our competitions, and just choose as they want.
Yeah, so that's similar to like how the the rugby kind of works there instead
Yeah.
of the football's split between the two and different things with hurling and all the other stuff that goes on with there. So I like it. I feel
Yeah.
like Northern Ireland is getting the benefits of two nationals now, which I don't know. I don't know if I like that actually. It's yeah. So what beyond that? What would you say Ireland kind of needs to do now to keep growing to keep growing speed puzzling?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of like social events. So every like month or two, we just do like a social puzzling event. So we do like puzzle swaps and kind of a little bit of speed puzzling, but like 99-piece puzzles. And we do a puzzle chess. So I think we'll keep up them speed or not speed, social puzzling and just try and encourage people to come to them and meet each other. And yeah, I think just getting the word out there is great. So just spreading the word on the newspapers and social media, just encouraging more people to show up.
Which is yeah, it's great. The fact again, because you're selling all those tickets, I don't think there's going to be too much of an issue. It's getting those people to come back to those
Yeah.
competitions. Will you be competing in this first competition?
No, I won't be. Since I picked the puzzles, I couldn't really compete in this one. But hopefully for
I just want
nationals, I can convince someone else to pick the puzzles.
which is possible for the first one. I think that's it's good. I didn't think you were going to obviously because you picked the puzzle, but for the
Yeah,
people out there going, well, obviously Emma will win. No, because you are not competing. So it's
no.
essentially it's open to anybody at this point
Yeah,
because we don't know who else might be right up there as well.
yeah, exactly.
When it comes to the nationals, one of our um, co-presidents, I guess, for the Canadian Association.
Yeah,
She competes, but has somebody else deal with like the designs of the puzzles. Um,
okay.
there'll be some background information, like in just terms of like the logistics and stuff. I'm
Yeah,
assuming that she doesn't see the puzzle images and stuff that goes with it, but there's a
yeah.
case of yeah, where someone who runs it does participate
Mhm.
in the national competition. The other one is a social speed puzzler, I think is the best
Yeah,
way to say it. So it's not the end of the world if they don't participate
okay. Yeah.
in it.
Yeah, I think
So
it's going to be hard watching the competition and not actually competing. I think I'll just want to jump in there and join them.
um yeah, but you'll do the puzzle afterwards and be like, yeah, I probably would have won, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
When it comes to so there's benefits and challenges, I think, to being the smaller country. The first benefit, I guess, being is having a nationals or a competition really anywhere. It's quite easy to access. Like, how far would it be to drive from one side of Ireland to the other?
I think across the ways it would be about 3 hours, and then from the top to the bottom it would be about 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah, that's yeah, a day trip is what you're saying is what
Yeah,
you're
it's a bit different than Canada, isn't it?
slightly different. Yes, we would still drive. Well, we easily drive that, but we would also drive much much further. Most of the time, we'll have to fly for any
Yeah,
larger competitions or any further competitions. But yeah, I don't even know. Like driving from one side of the country to the other would be 7 days without stopping.
gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, about I would say about that, or
Yeah,
7 or 8 hours flying from one side to the other. Um,
gosh, wow. Yeah,
but
that's a big
that's a
difference.
yeah, that's a nice benefit because you can get anyone from anywhere can
Yeah,
reasonably access it. Some of the
exactly.
challenge
Even
do
for our
it.
social events, we get people like coming up from the other end of the country with all their puzzles to swap, and it's not too bad. Like you can do it in a day easy, which is good.
Yeah, and I think that that definitely helps with the social aspect, I guess,
Yeah,
because you'll know people from all the different counties, and it's easy to travel from one to the next.
yeah,
The downside, I guess, or the challenge would be a very limited population
yeah,
compared to other countries. So what I get, I don't, I lost my train of thought. It's more trying to figure out how you're going to, like, how are you reaching the people? How does the Irish Jigsaw Puzzle Association like reach out to people, or how can
Yeah.
people find out what's happening?
I suppose we have a Facebook page and a Facebook group, which is quite popular. We have a couple of hundred following that now. And then we also have an Instagram page, which is growing followers as well. But I think a lot of the people found out when after Worlds, I came home to Ireland and had a lot of newspaper interviews, a lot of radio interviews, and a lot of interviews on TV as well. And I think a lot of people found out about it through that and then would go and look it up and look up speed puzzling and find us through that. So think that was a great way. Just being on the social media as well definitely helps. Um, yeah, I think that's probably how to do it. But it is harder being from a small country because even things like team puzzling, it's hard trying to find a team of four people that are fast or that are the same speed to work with. So yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. All right.
Yeah, I guess the teams would be the toughest, especially when you start getting to international competitions, which we'll talk about in a
Yeah.
bit. But like if you're traveling to Spain, it's not just finding four people that are fast. It's also four people that will like put in the effort to do it. They might not be the
Yeah.
fastest, but have the effort there. Are they able to
Yeah.
practice and get ready in advance? Are they willing to fly internationally? And it's
Yeah.
there's so many things that add on to each other. It's yeah, I don't even think about like for us it's the opposite. We have a lot of people, but we can be very spread out. So
Okay.
we might not be able to pr practice as often, but if you're looking
Yeah.
for like some of the real like trying to join a team that's extremely competitive, like with all the
Yeah.
top puzzlers, they may not live close where you can practice all the
Yeah.
time. So it can be a challenge.
Yeah, definitely. Have you got a team that you normally work with in Canada?
Um, I'm not set with teams, so
Okay.
I'm not on my nationals team from last year. My
All
world's
right.
team from last year, that will be different this year. Um,
Okay.
that
I think
tends
it's
to
nice
happen
to mix it up.
it is. The
Yeah.
benefits is that you get a puzzle with more people,
Yeah.
see how different things work. Downside is that you kind of have to almost not necessarily start from scratch each time, but
Yeah.
you have to learn how those what their strengths and their weaknesses are, and
Definitely.
those different approaches, which can be tough.
Yeah, it can be tough working with different people as well, and different people like different things. Like you can have people that love sorting, and then other teams that nobody likes sorting. So, yeah, it's hard, isn't it, when it's with different people?
Yeah, I do try to, no matter what team I join, my priority is finding someone that can sort or
Yeah.
enjoy sort or will do the sorting because I just want to put the puzzle together. Um,
Yeah.
so it's yeah, do the sorting, which is it is a very difficult skill. I'm not saying that it's an easy skill, but no, I'm also
No.
not great at sorting, but I can
Yeah.
put things faster together. Just give me a small project, okay, done. Next project,
Yeah.
done. Next, and let's just keep it going um,
Okay.
through there.
Yeah, I'd kind of
One
be
of
that person on my puzzle team as well. I don't think I've ever really had to sort. Yeah.
Yeah, well, based on your world's finishing, unless you're with one of the eight people that were ahead of you, I can't imagine what like you would be the sorter on any team. It would be um, not ideal. Your fastest person usually really shouldn't be the sorter. It would be an odd choice to go,
Yeah.
right? And not necessarily your slowest either, but definitely not your fastest. Um, it
I
would
thought
it
it was
would
so funny. I did a puzzle with Victor at Worlds, and he was the sorter, and he was sorting it out for me. And I thought it was crazy. I was like, "You should be the one doing the puzzle." It was very funny.
Yeah, but then, well, that's the other end of the coin where it's he's so fast, where
Yeah,
it's am I just would I just be slowing him down? But also you're fast as well, so it's not like it's a huge gap. If
yeah,
Victor was puzzling with me, there's a much larger gap in there, so it would maybe make more sense for
yeah.
it. But like one of the puzzles I saw you and Victor do was this one.
Oh yeah,
Um,
we did. Yeah.
like okay, there's sorting, I guess. I don't know. I keep putting this one off. I've not actually done it yet. I just move it from spot to spot in the room. It's not my style whatsoever, but it
Yeah, it's a nice one actually. It's tough, but it's good fun.
it it looks nice, yes, but
Yeah.
is it is it an Elsbeth puzzle? I think
Oh, what's that? Sorry.
the Elsbeth. She's the artist. She does all the like.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
I'm
it's
not
her.
sure.
She's she does like the mandalas and stuff as well. The it's
Yeah.
those might be my least favorite types of puzzles. The images
Oh,
look great, but I can't get my head around them. I'm so slow. I just stare at the pieces.
yeah.
It's not ideal.
Yeah.
Back to the small country aspect. So one of the things when it comes to the small countries is lack of competitions. Big competitions, I think is the better
Yeah.
phrase with it. So you you had to you traveled last year in 2025 to
Yeah.
other nationals. The first one you went to was the UK nationals.
Yeah.
I double checked. UK came first,
Perfect.
and so you did well, obviously, at the UK
Yeah.
nationals. You won the UK nationals.
Yeah, I did.
First
Yeah.
of all, coming not being part of the UK, being part of Ireland, and going into the UK, did it feel pretty good beating the UK at
Yeah, it
speed puzzles?
did. Yeah, it was great. I wasn't expecting to come first, so I was delighted. Like I do have a UK passport as well because I lived in England till I was about 9 or 10. But yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was lovely to win.
Yeah, I have a British passport as well and lived in Scotland for a little bit. But if it was, I would still go in feeling like a Canadian going into it and be like, yeah,
Yeah.
Canadian, Canadian won. With it,
There was a little bit of that. Yeah.
yeah, it has to be. And the Olympics are coming up soon, and it'll be the same thing with
Yeah.
that. But so, and you didn't win by just a little as well. I double checked this. It was like by 7 minutes, or like
Yeah.
that's a huge win over. I think Rachel Chambers was
Yeah.
second,
Rachel came second. Yeah.
who is also an amazingly fast
She
puzzler.
is. Yeah.
But that's a huge gap. Like essentially, almost a quarter of her puzzle, at least, probably would have still been left to do when you finish. So why there's no qualifying rounds, there was just the finals. Why do you
Yeah.
think you were able to, was there something about the puzzle or like what was it that made you just go so fast?
Yeah, I did really love the puzzle. It was the teacups, so it was lots of like little different images. And I think that's exactly my type of puzzle. Like I loved a really busy puzzle like that. So I could just work on all the different teapots, putting them together as fast as I could, and then at the end then like stick them all together. So I didn't do the edges or anything first. I thought the edges were white on that one. So it was kind of I'd say people could have got slowed down if they started with the edges maybe. Even though I think Rachel said she started with the edges, so maybe it did. Maybe it was another way to do it. Um, but yeah, I think it was a really nice image. I really liked it.
Yeah, and it's a puzzle that people are trying to get in Canada. We don't have access to that one yet, so
Okay.
um we don't, yeah, Ravensburger doesn't sell to Canada. Like there's Ravensburger North America, but
Yeah.
really that's just the US. They don't ship it or send anything to Canada, so it's
Oh,
tough
okay.
to get that, and neither does the UK, not the UK, the Ravensburgers in like Germany can't get
Yeah.
them. So we rely on like people traveling and bringing stuff back, and hopefully we can get stuff
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. We only got a Ravensburger .ie site for Ireland there, I'd say about a month ago. So hopefully maybe the Canadian one might be coming soon.
There's a specific Ravensburger Ireland website.
Yeah, it just only came in last month, which is brilliant. I
What's
was totally pushing it, but they pulled through. They did it fairly fast.
what's the population of Ireland ish?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot. I have no idea.
Like what, 3 billion, 4 million? Like it can't be huge. Scotland, I think, is five. Like it can't be
Yeah.
much. It got to be around that.
Yeah, we'll
Canada,
go with
sorry,
that. No clue.
Canada's like 40 million, and we can't get no. Mm,
That doesn't make
right.
sense, does it?
No, and considering like we are our nationals is coming up in the end of May, but our registration takes place February 1st, so it's coming up. Um,
Okay.
it's we get as we get close to the registration date, the Canadian Association like gives us like little teaser bits of information or reminders as we get closer to it. But they like revealed yesterday actually that
Yeah.
all the puzzles, similar to last year, all the puzzles will be new releases for every round. Um,
Okay.
so
So
and
like
that's including our
specifically made for the competition or
yes.
yeah, okay. Oh, that's really exciting, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah. So last year was all Canadian artists. We're assuming it's going to be Canadian artists again this
Yeah,
year,
hopefully. Yeah.
um, which would make sense. But that's the qualifier round, so it's nine puzzles total if you include all the different
Yeah.
rounds.
Okay, wow. That's very
So,
exciting.
so Ravensburg is willing to do all of this, but
Yeah.
not sell it to us. And it's and
That's
once it's
crazy.
once yeah, once the competition's done, there's only one store. I think there's only one store in the entire country that will sell the nationals puzzles.
Oh my gosh.
Um, so it has to be shipped if you're not within
Yeah. And I
our
actually saw
local.
the Canadian puzzles from last year were on our website, the Irish website for sale.
Yep,
So,
yep,
yeah,
yep. Yep,
we'll be
they'll be
sending
on the
them
web.
over to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll have to get them shipped from Ireland so people
That's
who don't go to
crazy.
nationals can get them.
Gosh, actually, for the Irish competition, we have a Irish artist designed a 1,000 piece Ravensburger puzzle, and she's going to be at the competition doing signings. Now, it won't be used in one of the rounds because it's 1,000 pieces, and we're only doing pairs and individuals. But it's pretty exciting to have her there doing signings as well.
Yeah, yeah, if you don't have teams, I guess that's a bit tougher.
Yeah.
Our pairs final is similar to Worlds, where it is 1,000 pieces. So
Okay.
we'll have
Wow.
the extra. It's only us and Worlds, I think, that does that.
Yeah. I
The
suppose it's good
US,
practice for Worlds, so
it is. The US used
yeah.
to, but they didn't last year for some reason. I don't know why, but
Okay.
um, I kind of like it because one, it makes the competition a little bit different,
Yeah.
uh, and it also it's a different skill set.
Hmm.
Doing a 500 piece, it's over so quick when it comes to pairs
Yeah.
that it's not as
It is.
exciting and you kind of know who's going to win. But a thousand
Yeah.
piece puzzle makes it exponentially more challenging. So,
Yeah.
did you like you've been to Worlds twice now?
Yeah.
You've competed in the pairs finals.
Yeah.
Do you like the 1,000 piece in the finals? Because I know other people don't. Like Victor was on here. He mentioned I don't think he really likes the 1,000 piece in the final, but or as
Yeah.
much as a 500. But what are your kind of thoughts on it?
Yeah, I think I do rather like personally, I'd rather do 1,000 piece puzzle. Now I don't know about for pairs because obviously for the other rounds, if you want to get through, you have to be practicing 500s. So me and my pairs partner had only practiced 500s really. I think we might have done one or maybe 2,000 pieces together. But whenever we were practicing, it was always 500s. And then you do get to the final and you have to do 1,000 and you haven't really practiced. So I think, yeah, if I was going again, I'd definitely try and practice a few more thousands before I went. Um, yeah, but yeah, I think it's nice, but it does feel like a different competition completely to change from 500s to 1,000. It nearly should be its own round or something different altogether, I think. Yeah, it's quite different.
Yeah, that was the downside for my partner and myself at the Canadian Nationals last year. We practiced 500s, tons of
Yeah,
500s, a couple thousands, but
yeah,
we we were definitely making the finals. So
yeah,
looking when we look back at it, it was okay. Well, that practice was kind of pointless because we knew we were getting through.
yeah,
We should have done it just as a warm up. Like I think the top, I don't know, 25, 30. I don't even know how many pairs qualified to go
yeah.
through, but we were fifth, and
Oh wow, well done.
it was. and that was with me being exhausted because we had just finished the individual final, which was that pink
Yeah.
tree walk in the rain nightmare
Oh yeah.
um, puzzle. So I was drained of any energy and pretty much just
Yeah.
told my partner, I was like, this is going to be heavily on you to
Yeah.
do this because I am exhausted. And we still made it through easily. So it
Okay.
was what a waste of time all that 500 piece practice
Yeah.
was for that. It probably helped when it came to nationals, but not nationals,
Yeah.
world. But again, if it's someone like yourself or the other top puzzlers, is it even worth practicing 500s as a
Yeah.
pair
Yeah,
if
you
you
kind
know
of
you're
wonder, wouldn't you? Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe you should just practice thousands as your pairs and yeah, kind of be set for the finals better.
yeah. And because there's so many competitions coming up this year, there's so much limited time when it comes to practicing, especially with the World Series, which we'll talk about in a second. But the World Series having its
Yeah.
own challenges and we have to practice those differently. It's yeah.
Yeah. And this year I'm
So
actually partnering up with Rachel Chambers from England. So we live in different countries, so it's going to be even harder to try and practice together.
you're probably still closer than Canada one to the other side, but it's fine.
Yeah, probably. Just have to
So
catch the
you're
flight.
you're pairing up with her for Worlds.
Yeah, for Worlds.
That will be a tough pair to beat.
Yeah, we did a few practices outside the dome last year and we got like 16 and 17 minutes, so we were delighted. So I think we'll be a good pair together. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's 500s. You're like this is it. You're making it
Yeah.
through on the 500s. You could start 10 minutes after everybody else and still make it through on the 500s.
Yeah.
It's that final thousand aspect
Yeah.
that will be the challenge. Assuming because we don't know where this will go out on International Puzzle Day. So people watching this, happy International Puzzle Day. Hope you're doing stuff, which we'll talk about in a sec.
Yeah.
But with International Puzzle Day, that means when this goes live, sign up is in less than 3 days. The initial registration for Worlds.
Oh, okay. That's pretty soon, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, February 1st. So
Yeah.
it's the
Oh, right. Okay. I
31st.
didn't even know it was that. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, 31st of January for us because of the time difference.
Okay.
We're but we don't know anything yet, which is
Yeah.
frustrating. We'll talk about that in a bit, anyways.
Yeah.
Um, you also went to very quickly. You also went to Portugal last year for
Yeah.
um, their nationals. You beat them as well, first place. At this point,
Yeah.
you've done two national competitions. You finished 33rd in Worlds the first time you went, not knowing anything about speed puzzling. At this point, are you just thinking this is actually a lot easier than I thought?
It's never easy. I mean, it's yeah. I suppose it's not. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's good fun. I suppose you never know what kind of puzzle you're going to get. So maybe I was just lucky and got a puzzle that suited me every time. Um, because in both the competitions, I really liked the puzzles. The Portugal one, I've actually done the puzzle once before. It was the girl with the piano and the rabbit.
Oh,
Um,
hate that. That might be one of my least favorite. The rabbit recital puzzle
oh,
is
really? Is it all the
I just
background stuff?
yeah yeah
Yeah,
it
that's really hard.
I have done it maybe a dozen times at this point,
Yeah,
and it like I like busy puzzles, which we'll talk about,
yeah.
but it, when you mix busy with flowers, I'm
Oh,
out.
it's a bad
It's
combo.
and it's and I know now for sure because I checked this and someone asked me this a few days ago. You've done it a few times, I'm assuming at this
Yeah.
point. How many pink floofs are in the puzzle?
Six?
10.
No? Oh, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I
Wow.
always say like 6 or 7, and then no,
Yeah,
someone, and I've looked at it. I'm not going to forget it now. And
yeah.
it's okay, how many white roses are there?
Five?
There's 5 white
Oh,
roses in
that was
it,
a
but
guess.
that's only
Yeah,
two options so far, and
yeah,
there's still a whole bunch of other flower. No, and just no,
yeah. And
it's
there's a lot of pieces that just aren't really anything, and you're just kind of, yeah, guessing where they go. It's
yeah,
not the easiest one. I think the like piano and the girl and the carpet, like that's all fine, but the rest of it is a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, and the little spot right above the piano as well, where it's the blue pieces.
Oh
It's like
yeah,
six
that's
blue,
lovely.
yeah,
It's like the
six blue
easiest six
pieces
pieces.
done.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you I do you do the speed puzzle pals challenges ever?
I've done a couple of them. Yeah, a lot of them I don't have the puzzles that they do, which kind of makes it hard. But I've done a few of them. Yeah, I
Did you
didn't. I
do
saw
the
they did one recently, but I didn't get to do that one. No.
I was gonna ask if you did the rabbit recital one where it was just timing the flower section, how long that
Yeah.
took with it. And I think the fastest, I don't even know what the fastest person was, but I think it's like 12 or 13 minutes for it.
Okay.
There's no way. That's absolutely no. I
Yeah.
finally got under an hour for that puzzle, which
Oh, well
took
done.
like I said, like 10 or 12 attempts, but
Yeah.
I I it's in my top most hated puzzles I've ever
Oh my
done.
God. I wouldn't say it's that bad now, but yeah, it is a hard one.
It's yeah. So it is we'll pretend it is International Puzzle Day right now.
Yeah.
What and you are a teacher as well, so I'm assuming that you are teaching on International Puzzle Day.
Yeah.
What First of all, what are you doing anything for International Puzzle Day?
Yeah, so definitely for school, we're doing like a school-wide competition. So each class is going to be paired up into partners, and they're going to have to compete in a 200 piece Ravensburger puzzle, and we're going to just take the best times from each class and make kind of a leaderboard. So it should be good, and we're going to do some art activities with puzzle pieces as well. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. The kids are looking forward to it.
Are you doing anything in particular for International Puzzle Day outside of
Yeah,
school?
we got an Educa puzzle. I think a lot of the countries are getting the same one, so don't want to give any spoilers in case it's not out yet. But if it's International Puzzle Day, it's probably out.
Yeah, it
Um,
will be. By the time
yeah,
this goes out, it will be.
yeah. So it's a really nice image. It has like lots of passports and kind of travel logos on it. And I think what every country is doing is they're going to get a team from each country to do it, or maybe multiple teams, and just kind of have a friendly competition, which is pretty fun. So we're going to try to do a meet up some of the Irish puzzlers and do that together. So looking forward to that.
That'll
Are
be
you doing
fun.
anything in Canada?
Um, there, Me personally, I will likely be doing if if everything goes according to plan, I will be three-quarters of the way through my own individual 24-hour marathon once this goes
Oh
live,
wow!
or maybe just over halfway between. I don't know the times I'm starting or not yet.
So you're doing 24 hours of puzzling just yourself?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Um,
Gosh, I'll have to watch that. That's going to be fun.
I I did it last year just on a whim, I
Okay.
guess. I didn't really think it through too much, but I picked a
Yeah.
bunch of puzzles of various difficulties. Some were new brands I haven't tried or new puzzles that I haven't tried. Some were ones that I did before for like a good way
Yeah.
to not think for 40 minutes to an hour for some of them. But it was I recorded each puzzle as I went through and I was posting through my Instagram account as I went.
Okay.
And I'm glad I did because the last three or four puzzles I don't remember actually doing them.
Oh my God, you're so sleepy, I'd say at that stage.
Yeah, it was yeah, I knew I did them because it was I saw them assembled when I woke up
Yeah.
like 14 hours later after I had finished.
Wow.
But it was yeah, I'll
Yeah.
probably do it again.
So how many puzzles did you do?
My goal was 20 and I got 20.
Oh wow.
In that.
Okay, brilliant. Well done.
Yeah, I think
Gosh, you're making me want to do this now.
I made it by about like 10 minutes or so, 10 minutes left. I finished the 20th puzzle.
Yeah.
So I was happy with that. This year I have a list of all my similar to like a my speed puzzling type of thing, but like a personal spreadsheet because I think most puzzlers has have spreadsheets tracking everything we can.
Yeah.
But so I have a list of all my Ravensburgers, just Ravensburgers this time, of all
Okay.
my fastest, and I'm just gonna start at the with the fastest one I still own and work try to get through
Oh,
as
that's a good
many as
idea.
I can. So I might
Yeah,
be able like 20 would be low, I think, at this point.
yeah.
So 25 maybe, a 25%
Oh,
increase would
okay,
be
that'd be good. Yeah,
nice. It's so hard to take into consideration the what's it called? The how much I will slow down once I
yeah.
get to the end.
And
Like
did
I'm
you take much
looking,
breaks or did you just go straight?
so it's straight through. I'll have snacks and stuff prepared, but
Okay.
no breaks. The only breaks that I'll kind of have is when I'm transitioning from one puzzle to the
Okay,
next.
wow. Yeah,
Uh, Last year it was because I was trying brands I hadn't used before.
yeah.
The pickup for some of them didn't work out quite as well, but I wanted to save all the puzzles for a picture after. So
Okay.
I'd have to reassemble some that fell apart as I was moving them, which
Yeah.
wasn't ideal.
And at least you know
But
what Rabbit's Burger ones they will hopefully pick up fine so you can put them back down easier.
that's one of the reasons I'm
Yeah.
doing it. I'm just looking if I so yeah, my fastest puzzles combined would be wow, 23. So my fastest 35 puzzles. If I combine
Okay.
all my
Yeah.
35 fastest, it works out to 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 42 seconds. Exactly 24 hours.
Okay, okay. Wow.
There is no chance I am doing 35
No, you're
puzzles.
gonna get so tired near the end, like you couldn't be at your best. Maybe
Yeah,
knock off 10. I'd say 25 would be a good
yeah,
number to get to.
absolutely no chance. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. 25, I think, is more reasonable, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Oh, you're making
Um,
me tempted now to call in sick to school for the day and just do a 24-hour puzzle marathon as well.
no, you're running your events at that time, but
True.
the day
Yeah.
after, you can go for it with it.
Yeah,
So
we did a 10-hour puzzle marathon there a few months ago, and like we did 10 hours nonstop puzzling, and that was a lot. So I can't imagine doing another 14 hours on top of that, and on your own as well. It's gonna be tough.
yeah, it's the on your own part because there's
Yeah,
not
you can't
much
even talk to
to
people,
do.
and yeah,
Yeah, I've had a few people ask that know that I'm doing it. A few people ask, and again, this is going to go live while I am puzzling
yeah,
this. If I'll be doing like a live stream aspect with it, which I've
yeah,
never done before.
yeah.
So I don't know the logistics on how that would all work with it. So I'll have to look. I have
Think
between
about
now
it.
and when this happens, I don't have much time to figure that out, but we'll
Yeah.
see how that goes.
And have you got a
But
great
you,
playlist lined up?
yeah, 24-hour playlist. I don't even remember what I did last year, what I listened to, or it might have been I might have watched TV. I think I watched like a TV show I've seen 100 times or something, so
Yeah,
I don't have to
you could
think
just
about
listen
it, but
and puzzle.
it's
Yeah,
noise.
that's a good
Uh,
plan.
yeah, there'll have to be something else, or yeah, the delirium at hour 18,
Yeah,
19
maybe
will
do a
be
mix of
weird.
like TV shows and podcasts and puzzles. Keep you
Both at the
awake.
same time.
Yeah.
Um, are you doing the French marathon, the one in France, 24
Yeah.
hours?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. My team is a lot of Portuguese people and then two from Argentina. So it's a good mix of a team. So it should be good fun.
It's good. And yeah, I guess it comes back to the being from Ireland and a smaller country. I don't even know if you'd be able to find, was it 8 people on the team?
Yeah, I think so.
Would you be able to
Yeah.
find 7 others willing to travel to France to do
I definitely
24
couldn't. I don't
hours?
think I could find two. So yeah. But it's good. It's nice making friends from all over the world and being able to puzzle with them as well is really good. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And I
So
think for
you,
the 10-hour marathon, we only had four on our team and we didn't have anybody that we could sub in or out. So the four of us just didn't take any breaks for the 10 hours and just puzzled as fast as we could for 10 hours, which was quite tough. So I'm looking forward to being able to take a few breaks and maybe relax a little bit more than the 10-hour one.
was it a competition, the 10-hour one?
Yeah, it
Was it an
was. It was on
official
in
competition?
England. Yeah. So we came second, which is pretty good.
Yeah, we have at the end of March. I'm in a 24-hour marathon with a team. So
Very good.
this seems a lot easier for me because
Yeah.
16 hours total puzzling. I'll have breaks that will pop up here and there, and be able
Yeah.
to have a nap at some point. So that's going to be
Yeah.
quite easy. It's a competition, but it's not really a competition, I guess. Like it's a fundraiser for Canadian mental health, and
Okay.
there'll be the competitive aspects, but
Yeah.
I'm looking at it more as a social thing than a
Yeah, I think the 24-hour ones kind of are. They're a bit more social. It's a bit more fun. It's not really too competitive, which is good.
yeah. Now you
Yeah.
say that, and I'll check in after the French marathon and see if you still have that mindset.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see.
Like we mentioned, you are a primary school teacher.
Yeah.
Uh, you you obviously you've gone to Spain. You do competitions during the school year. How much do your students know about this part of your non-teaching life?
Oh, they know everything. I think when I was first going to World, I had to tell my principal just to get the days off, and then ended up telling all the kids, and they were obsessed. They thought it was amazing that the teacher was doing a World competition. So my desk was flooded with cards and good luck wishes. It was lovely, and the best part I think for them was they got to watch the live streams because a lot of them were on during the day. So while I was puzzling in Spain, the substitute teacher would put on the live streams for them, and they got to watch and cheer me on. So they loved it, yeah, and they're delighted. I mean, they think it's brilliant. They think I'm like a celebrity in there. They're always like, "Oh, have you got an interview today? And are you going to another competition?" And it's really cute, yeah,
And that also sounds great for the substitute as well. That's
yeah,
great lesson planning. That's the ideal.
yeah,
So, do you think I like how one, your school's allowing you to go. I know there might be sick days and stuff involved with having to do that, which is whatever.
yeah,
But like when I was a vice principal or deputy head teacher, whatever you want to call it, at a
yeah,
previous school, if I had a teacher that was doing this type of activity, it would very much be, yeah, go. It would be
yeah,
That's a legitimate excuse. Not I would look at more as like a CPD day,
yeah. I think
because
so.
one, you're doing this in schools as well. There's
Yeah,
so many benefits to children doing puzzles in terms of memory, fine motor skills.
yeah,
There's a lot of stuff that goes into it.
yeah,
But
definitely.
we also see a lot of, at least in my experience, I've worked with a lot of teachers that left for athletic competitions
Yeah,
that they're a part of in their separate lives, which again, completely
brilliant.
fine. We're not
Yeah,
Teachers are not just teachers. We all have other stuff that goes on in our lives.
yeah,
But do you think it's important for maybe the students that aren't as interested in athletics? Do you think it's important that they see adults do these types of activities as well?
yeah. Definitely, I do. I think it kind of teaches them that there's more than just sport. I mean, sport and it's brilliant, like you said. But I think a lot of the time, growing up, if you weren't sporty, you kind of were competitive and you weren't really gonna be, and there wasn't really much more out there. But I think now, like it opens their eyes that there is so much, and whatever your passion is, should go for it. And there's probably a competition or a social aspect to it that you might not even think of. So even one of the kids the last day loves doing crosswords, and he was like, "Do you think there's a crosswords world championship like the jigsaws?" And I was like, "Yeah, definitely." So I'm sure there is. Like, so I think it's definitely telling them to go after your dreams and go after your passion, whatever it is. Yeah, go after it and try it. Yeah,
Yeah, and we are seeing this new wave of younger puzzlers coming through. We have
yeah,
um there's Connor from the US who is
yeah. He's
absolutely
super speedy.
amazing.
Yeah,
Um and I'm sure you're aware of other ones as well. There's one from Portugal, I want to say.
yeah. Alma from Gibraltar. I competed with her in Portugal, and yeah, she's very speedy.
Yeah, for yeah.
She's only young, but she's very good. Yeah,
Yeah, and there's a few. popping up here and there. And like we do have the youth competitions, which I think are great.
Yeah,
At Worlds during the team competitions, you can always see a table or two with younger children sitting
yeah,
at the table helping out the best that they can. But having that initial puzzling experience, most
mhm,
puzzlers I speak to, yourself included, myself, almost all of us started puzzling at those really young ages before the concept of speed puzzling was really even a, a thing in
yeah,
what it is now. So I think it's good to have these types of competitions for the younger ones. Personally, for me, I don't know if bringing them into the adult competition, like the 18 or 16 plus, 18 plus, depending on the competition.
yeah,
I like there's a little bit of a difference between the two. I know there's prodigies like ones we've already mentioned, but
yeah.
no, I'm very much be a kid while you can be a kid type of.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think it's nice like that we all didn't compete when we were that age because we just enjoyed puzzles for what they were and just had fun with them and did them casually. And yeah, if they want to time themselves, like that's great. But I think it's alright to keep the adults and the children's competitions separate. Like when they get older, they're going to be competing anyway if they're still interested. And I think puzzles should just be you should be doing it for the love of it first, and then if you love it and you love competing, then definitely put them together. But yeah, I think it's alright to keep them separate. There's also like a lot of pressure in like say the world competition when there's so many people doing the same puzzle. Like I got nervous my first time, my hands were shaking. So I think it'd be a lot putting a child into that situation might be too much on their own. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like the overall calmness that comes with the puzzling world. It's there's like we put pressure on ourselves because
Yeah.
if you're a competitor, high end or not, there's going to be that internal pressure with it.
Yeah.
Growing up in Canada, and I know some of these shows make it their way to Europe and stuff like that, but we have like those TV reality type of shows like the tiaras thing with like the dance moms from and the dance dads
Yeah.
from like the US where the parents are just insane pressure on their kids.
Yeah.
Toddlers and tiaras, that's it. Toddlers and tiaras is what I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you
And
don't need
having
that.
shows, yeah, I don't want to see that come into the puzzle type of world.
No. No, I
Because
don't think so.
most parents, I'm sure, I know, are definitely fine, but
Yeah.
where there's one bad egg, there can be more that show up. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I think it
separation
should just be fun, first of all, especially for the kids, and then yeah, let them compete when they're older. Yeah.
with so other also in this. Do you do anything else in the school? Obviously, you have the international puzzle day stuff going on. Uh,
Yeah.
do you
Yeah,
do anything else?
I have a jigsaw puzzle like after school club, which is great. So I have about 30 kids that come and they come once a week for an hour and they just time them. So some of them just do like social puzzling and just they start off with like really small pieces, like 5 and 6 piece jigsaws. And then by the end of the term, normally they're after building up to a higher piece count, which is great. And then some of them have started trying out speed puzzling. So we got a load of mini timers and they're timing themselves. I mean, there was one little fella last week, he was doing a 30-piece puzzle and he did the puzzle and then he took it all apart but put the pieces like right next to each other but not connected and then pressed the timer and just connected them really fast and he was like, oh, I did it in 1 minute and I was like, don't know if that's cheating but well done. Yeah, so they love it, like it's great and they always like time themselves the first week and then by the end of the week they time themselves again and normally they've always improved slightly in their times, which is great. So yeah, there's a big interest in it. So hopefully there's a lot of upcoming speed people from Ireland that'll be in the competitions in the next few years.
All from one school in one county within
Yeah,
Ireland. All from
had a big influence.
the you pointed something out there where like they're retiming themselves later in the week or later in the term, whenever it might be. And
Yeah,
seeing, I can't like I've done a lot of after school clubs because we have to. Uh, it's a different issue, but
okay.
it's the I'm struggling to think of another club where it's one is a fun activity, but
Yeah.
another one where they can see measurable progress, which
Yeah.
when I was teaching, as much as when I was teaching full time, it was students loved that. They didn't know that's what they loved, but they liked seeing that progress from start to finish.
Yeah.
So, like at the start of the term, I know a lot of teachers do this. I would just have them write anything. I don't care what it is, just write something down. And
Yeah.
then those 30 pages would go into a folder, whatever. Then
Yeah.
like the last day of school or near the end of the last day of the school would be again, write anything you want and then just put those
Yeah.
two pages side by side and they would just look at the two going, this is who I was 10 months ago and this is who I am
Yeah.
now. And
Yeah. It's
it's
a great idea.
just to look in their eyes. It's one of my favorite parts of teaching that I
Yeah.
definitely miss.
I think
But
it like helps them be competitive like against themselves as well, which I think a
yeah,
lot of speed puzzling is like it's you are competing against other people, but I think mostly you're kind of trying to beat your own time. Like if I'm repeating a puzzle, I am like looking at my speed puzzle and seeing the other times, but I'm also trying to be like, oh, I got like 45 minutes last time, trying to beat that the next time. So I think it kind of teaches the kids to be competitive more against themselves than against anyone else, which is
yeah,
quite nice.
for sure. And it's also a good
Yeah.
reminder that like you said, you want to beat the times of other puzzles, but not all puzzles are the same. They're
No.
different skill sets, different difficulties.
Yeah.
There's so many other factors. And again,
Yeah.
puzzling puzzling highlights that, especially to children. So it's
Yeah.
not every task is that looks the same is the same. It's
Yeah.
there's different things that come into play with it.
Yeah,
Now,
exactly. Yeah.
I know a lot of puzzlers that are teachers. Yeah, we'll do puzzlers that are teachers, not teachers that are puzzlers. Puzzlers that are teachers.
Yeah.
Um, they it might not have crossed their mind to do a jigsaw puzzle uh, club, which I know they would absolutely love to do. If I go back into teaching full time, that is definitely the club that I'm doing.
Yeah, definitely. It's good fun as
But
well. You get to practice your puzzling in school, so really good.
that's exactly why
It's a
I'll be doing
win-win.
it. Yep, I'll be off to the side doing my 500 piece puzzles.
Yeah.
You guys do what you need to do. What is How do you source your puzzles though? Because that's what I would be concerned about is
Yeah.
I have a large collection. I don't want to bring in my large collection.
No, I'm the same. I wouldn't trust the kids with my puzzles, to be honest. I think I mind them too much, and I think pieces would go missing and everything, which is never fun. So normally I put it up on like local groups, so like local groups on Facebook, and they just say like a local puzzle club, looking for puzzles, say from piece six size pieces up to 500s, and we get a lot of donations, which is great. Now normally I have to do all the puzzles first because sometimes you could have ones and half the pieces are missing, but
Oh
a
no,
lot
I
of
can
the
do
time it's
puzzles.
good. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh no. Yeah, but yeah, most of the time it's brilliant. Like we get a lot of donations, and a lot of the parents just have puzzles that are left over around the house that they don't do anymore, so they drop them in. So yeah, I haven't had to buy too many. But of course, like when I see some in the shop and it's like a puzzle of Spider-Man and I have kids interested in Spider-Man, I'm like, I have to buy this for them. So yeah, there is a little bit of buying it yourself, but I think a lot of them you can get donations. And like charity shops in Ireland as well are great for picking up puzzles. I presume they're probably the same in Canada, are they?
Um, yeah, yeah, to an extent.
Yeah.
It's always risky with the like the thrift store charity
Yes.
shop puzzles. Um, it's tough to do. It was a
Yeah.
lot of our puzzles end up getting donated to like old folks' home, nursing homes,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have a ton of puzzles, so much so that part of like I have a storage locker, and a huge part of my storage locker is just puzzles sitting in
Oh
there
wow.
doing nothing. So um,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be donating soon at some point. You try to do the swaps, but you're building up puzzles so much faster than you're getting
Yeah.
rid of them.
Yeah.
And I am out of how large would you say your current collection is?
Oh, I'd say probably about 300. I'd say I have about 100, maybe 150 in this house, my house now. And then in my parents' house, I also probably have their whole attic and my bedroom. They're full of puzzles as well. So yeah, I'd say we're pushing on the 300 mark. How many do you have?
I would I would say similar. between 300 to 400, I would
Yeah,
say. It's again, there's a lot in that storage locker that I've forgotten even exist in there.
yeah,
Um, just in the room I'm currently sitting in, there's probably at least 150 to 200 in here, so probably
yeah.
close to 400, maybe more. I don't want to count them. It's
No, I've
there's
just
no
noticed
benefit.
you've got a puzzle a temple bar behind you.
Yeah, right here.
Ah, very nice. I haven't seen that one now.
Except, yeah, because I've seen they've renamed it. It clearly it's been photoshopped, so it says the Irish pub on it,
Okay.
across the top with
Oh,
it. But
yeah,
it's, but I did look it up to see where see if it was an actual Irish pub, and
yeah,
yes,
it sure is. Yeah, it's a
it.
great one. Not too far from where I live, so it's a
I
nice
guess they're
pub.
just gonna get the licensing, or they didn't want to pay for the license to put the bar
Yeah,
on.
maybe
Um,
not.
I've seen this. I've seen that image with another brand as well. So it's being used, whether Temple Bar knows it or not. But
Yeah, it's a very famous bar, so I'm sure there's lots of puzzles with it. Yeah.
yeah, it's yeah. Uh, so we talked about how your students, younger generation coming through, but coming through with speed puzzling. But in general, there is a rise in speed puzzling happening around the world, and just over 18 months ago, like you posted your first time on your puzzle Instagram page,
Yeah.
and over the course of even those 18 months, I think that's probably my biggest 18 months in speed puzzling as well, with going to Worlds, Nationals
Yeah.
results, and now this channel and stuff like that. Why do you what changes, or why do you think this is growing so quickly? Or do you think we've kind of almost started to peak?
I don't think so. I think it's still like only being found out by a lot of people. Like a lot of people are only discovering speed puzzling now. Like I think there's a lot of people that do puzzles, but they don't realize it's a thing that there's competitions in. Um, so I think social media is definitely helping it grow. Like that's how I first found out about it, and I think a lot of puzzlers are the same. They find out they see a video on social media like Karen puzzles, and they look into it further, and then yeah, decide to join. So I definitely think it's still growing. I don't think it's hit the peak yet.
Yeah, I don't think so either, and I'm hoping not. Like when I do
Yeah,
the smaller competitions, like I did one in a bookstore last year, um,
yeah,
puzzle, not puzzle, like board game cafes and such like that. There'll always be people that kind of walk in or walk past and stick their
yeah,
head in, and they want to know more information, and oh, is this a norm? And so I think, yeah, word of mouth is helping with it as well, or
yeah,
just seeing this all take place.
yeah, definitely.
There's a competition taking place today, uh, on World International Puzzle Day. On International Puzzle
Yeah,
Day, it's taking today, I guess, when people are watching. It's uh, again in one of the in a bookstore. It's a big chain in Canada.
yeah,
Uh, well, everywhere in the Indigo bookstores, and it's a pairs competition. I did it before. I
cool.
didn't. I saw it being maybe coming up again, and within I think 24 hours, sold out
Oh, really? Wow.
across the country. It was sold because they're doing it across almost every city, a lot of
Yeah.
cities across the country for each of their
Okay.
locations, and yeah,
Yeah.
just sold out across even before I could look into it. So
Oh, wow. That's fast,
it,
isn't it? Yeah.
it's growing.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah. And I think there's a lot of like really fast puzzlers that haven't even been discovered yet, you know? Like even we had an Irish meetup and there's another girl from Ireland who came to the meetup and she's super speedy. So yeah, I think there's definitely more people that haven't started competing yet that will be super fast as well.
Yeah, like our
Yeah.
Canadian nationals was I think 240 people,
Yeah.
not even 230 people maybe last year in the individual rounds, and then this year it's going to be two rounds at a total of almost 400 people
Wow.
between the two rounds. So
It's a lot of people.
it's sold out. I think the individuals sold out last year in less than 5 minutes.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
for it. So
Yeah.
we'll probably see something similar this year, but we're going to have a lot of people that can get in this year that didn't get in last year.
Yeah.
Will there be a? We've had the same girl, Megan Sloka, who is on my Worlds team, so I'm very happy about that. She
Yeah.
won the Canadian Nationals back to back. Will
Okay.
she do it? Will she do it again this year? Chances are yes, because she's
Yeah.
incredibly fast, but there's going to be 100 plus 140 more people this time that didn't get in last time.
Yeah. You
That,
never know who's there, do you? Yeah.
yeah. And I know we also have some Canadians that are living in the States that are flying up for it this time as well. So
Okay.
who are fast. So we'll see how it's gonna
Yeah.
go.
That'll be an interesting one to watch. Yeah.
The and we also have like big competitions coming up this year as well. I do want to talk about the World Series, but very, very briefly with the World Championship, and we still don't know if it's Spain as the time of this recording, which is, and again, we're 2 weeks away from signing from registration going, so that's
Yeah.
frustrating for myself. I don't know about other people, but I do just want to know where it is. First of all,
I
do you
think it's
think,
Spain again, I'd say.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
where I would bet my money that's where it's going to be because
Yeah, I
they're
think
waiting
so.
so long. But yeah, do you, this will be if you go again, this will be your third
Yeah. My third
return.
year going
Will, and oh, you are going because you said you're going with
with
Rachel, you're pairing
Rachel.
up with
Yeah.
Rachel.
Yeah.
Now you've paired up with other people in the past. Your first year
Yeah.
was your dad.
Yeah.
How did you made the finals with
Yeah, we
your
did
dad?
actually. Yeah.
So and I'm and your parents also competed this year or
Yeah,
just
they
this
did.
past year as well in the pairs round. They did get a tough puzzle round. I'll talk about it in a second. But
Okay.
so your family, your parents at least,
Yeah.
they are speed puzzlers.
I don't think they consider themselves speed puzzlers, but yeah, they definitely. I think because of I was always doing puzzling, so they've kind of got like dragged along. Especially the first year, I said when I was going to Spain, I might as well try and do pairs as well, and convinced my dad to do it with me. And he was very nervous. God love him for the start of it, but he really enjoyed it. And yeah, we got to the final, which was brilliant. We didn't expect to get that far. Um, and yeah, I think he's really good at sorting. So we're good at working together most of the time when we're not killing each other. So yeah, he'd be good at sorting it out for me, and he does the edges normally. So yeah, we work quite good together. And then this year, mom and dad were coming again to watch me, so they said they'd give a go at doing the pairs together. So they did really well. They finished their puzzle in just under an hour, which was great.
Yeah, and they were in the round where they got to pick between the cats on the
Yeah,
shelf and the sloths.
yeah.
They they didn't. I checked. They didn't pick the sloths. Only
No,
one
thank
pair
God.
did. One
Yeah,
pair picked the sloths. They didn't finish because obviously.
yeah.
When the two options came out, did they make the choice on their own, or did they glance over at you to ask which one? And you were very, very clear, do not pick the sloths.
Yeah, I think they had decided themselves the cats, and then they looked over at me, and I was like, "Yeah, the cats." I actually hadn't done the slots puzzle, but even straight away from looking at them, I wasn't going to go near that one. So I think they definitely chose the right one to do the cats. Yeah,
Yeah, having the sloths there was an insane choice to have
yeah. I think it's
with
quite
it.
hard having to choose in a competition. Do you like having to choose, or would you rather just be given one puzzle?
I'd rather just one.
Yeah,
So there's pros and cons to each. The downside to one puzzle is you have to do that one, and if like imagine sloths just came out for everybody, it would.
yeah,
It's. I mean, it's an equal playing ground,
yeah.
which I do like,
But you'd
but
have a lot of
it's
non-finishers, wouldn't you?
yeah, and you have to really yes, you'd have a ton of non-finishers if the sloth showed
Yeah,
up, but you'd also have the enjoyment goes away, and you're
yeah,
also if someone else is very good at let's just say fern or if it's a very busy puzzle, and someone's
Yeah.
very good at busy puzzles, there's such a huge advantage in that one round to a very certain group of people. While
Yeah.
overall they might be a better puzzler, but because in that one single round they didn't get what they needed, that's then it's tough for them to do. You're like this year we had in the semifinals for
Yeah.
Worlds had three very distinct puzzles across each. We had the artistic, very, very clear sectioned off image with Blossom Walk, which was the round I was in.
Yeah.
We
That was
had
a lovely puzzle. Yeah.
it looks nice. I don't like the pink flowers. I'm tired of pink flowers. We need a break from
Yeah.
the pink flowers.
Hmm.
The even if there's petals, it's still too many flowers. There was your round with the Paris rainbow, which is very
Oh,
much a grind puzzle.
yeah, I
It's
didn't like it at all. There's just a lot of block section. Even if it was gradient, it'd be a lot easier, but it was just solid stripes of color, and a lot of it was just like based on like the piece shape rather than the color because it was all just the same. So not really the way I work. I normally just work off color, so it was quite a hard one. I thought, yeah,
yeah, my absolute least favorite of the
yeah,
three.
yeah, me
And
too.
then in the third round was Cute Kawaii Chaos, which is a one of the busiest
Yeah,
puzzles I've
that's my
seen.
favorite puzzle. Yeah, it's so nice, isn't it?
My absolute, it might be my favorite puzzle ever at this
Yeah,
point. Um, I've so I didn't make the finals by about a minute. I was in the Blossom Walk round, and I spent ages on the purple kimono lady. I
yeah.
looked back at it. It was like 5 minutes or so, 5 or 6 minutes, going back, not all
Okay.
consecutively, but trying to work
Yeah.
on it, going somewhere else, coming back to it, going somewhere else. And
Okay.
I couldn't get it. And
Yeah.
missed the final by about a minute. And it was that
Oh,
specific.
that's so annoying. Yeah.
And
It's so
then
close. Yeah.
I did the Cute Kawaii Chaos recent last week at the time of the recording. Last week for the first time. I put it off as long as I could, so I didn't remember seeing the image from World. So it'd be as genuine a first attempt as I could. But I love
Yeah.
a
Good
busy
idea.
puzzle. I love where pieces can only go in one spot. I love
It's
that.
brilliant. Yeah, definitely.
And I would have just the time I did at my home, which is not an ideal location. The light's not perfect in the room that I puzzle in. I don't have the
Okay.
adrenaline pushing me from the competition, which always makes me go faster.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're the same. And
Yeah, I am. Definitely. Yeah. I think you
it's,
go faster with everyone around you.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I would have qualified by at least 3 minutes
Oh
with that
no, that's a
puzzle.
pain.
But that's why
Yeah.
I don't like picking that I don't like the round where you like so being able to pick a
Yeah.
puzzle is nice. I second guess myself a lot when I had to pick
Yeah.
my puzzle, but yeah, I was 44 minutes and a little bit for it, so I was great. That's easily
That's brilliant
through.
time.
I've
Yeah.
done it two more times since then. I'm down to 34 minutes, I
Oh
think, with
wow. Well
it.
done. Yeah.
Um, because yeah, there's only one place the stuff can go, and
Yeah.
I love the puzzle. I'm gonna have to buy more copies of it because I'm going to go through this one very soon.
Yeah, I think
Um,
I'm gonna have to get another coffee as well because I've done it a few times and it's a great puzzle. It's such a nice
yeah,
one to have one that you know you can do fast. So if you only have like a half an hour, you can just do it and you'll have it done in time.
yeah. I've
Yeah.
only ever had one puzzle that's been under the half hour mark, and that's the Disney color palette one,
Oh yes. Yeah. I
which
love that one. Yeah. I've just been
which I
doing that one this week as well, and I've got it at 20 minutes and 10 seconds is my fastest. So I'm trying to get
so
a sub 20. I'm nearly there. So
yeah,
close.
that's yeah. So this will be your first sub 20, do you think?
Yeah, if I get it now. Yeah. 10
You'll get
seconds
it.
more, so
Yeah, you'll get that, and then
yeah.
yeah, it's I think a puzzle like um, Cute Kawaii Chaos could potentially be something else that you get down to
Yeah,
that
it's an easy one to
time
learn
frame.
off, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
once you know where the different pieces go, like it's gonna be very fast, I think. Yeah.
and there's even a few pieces that are mostly like just white, but now that I've done it like 3 attempts, I know, okay, this white piece is definitely the swan. This white
Yeah.
piece is definitely the smiling toilet paper, while this one's the unhappy toilet paper. And
Yeah, they
it's,
all have some little bit of a line, don't they? Yeah.
yeah, someone pointed out to a few of us yesterday. Um, there's a Canadian, the Canadian Speed Puzzler group type of thing, had a
Okay.
virtual thing last night where it was like uh, pick a pick a puzzle where it's a pick and place puzzle. So
Yeah.
whatever piece comes up has to go in a certain spot type of thing. And I that's what
Okay.
one of the ones that I did for it.
Yeah.
And someone pointed out that the toilet paper, the one that goes rolls over the top is the one that's smiling, and the one that is underneath, rolls
Oh, yeah.
underneath, is the unhappy one. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, so it's how it's the way it's supposed to go. It's he's
I
he's
must tell my
backwards.
housemate that. We're always fighting about that.
Over is the right way. It's
Definitely. Yeah.
definitely the right way. Um,
Didn't
yeah,
expect this to come up in our conversation about puzzles.
yeah. Leave a comment below if you agree that it's over, because it's oh,
Yeah.
if you think it's under, don't leave a comment. Um, so the yeah, there's yeah. So you'll be back at the World Championships. What I like, it'll be my second one this year. I don't know if I'll go again if it's in Spain for a third time, but like what I really liked was like the social aspect, which I think is super highlighted at the World
Yeah.
Championships. That's where I spoke to you for the first time
Yeah.
on the UK teams night out
Yeah.
thing that they organized. I met your mom that night as
Yeah.
well, which was hilarious.
I think everyone in the
Uh,
puzzle world has met my mom at this stage. Yeah.
which yeah, well, she competed at Worlds. She is a World Championship speed puzzler
Yeah, she sure is.
participant,
She'll be
I
delighted to
believe.
hear this now.
Yeah. Um, is it? Do you have siblings as well that compete, not compete, or just do puzzles?
No, I don't. I do have one brother, but he came to Wales my first year, just to watch and support, and he was great for like looking up the times and seeing was I through to the next round. He was a great supporter, and then this year he started college. He started medical school, so he couldn't come, but he's a great supporter. But no, he's not into jigsaws.
Medical, I don't know how much you want to reveal, which is absolutely fine. 'Cause he's not part of this, but like
Yeah.
medical, like I know a lot of doctors that are also speed puzzlers,
Oh,
which
really? Oh,
yeah, like my nationals partner
yeah,
is a doctor. One of my teammates from my nationals team last year, doctor, and there's a bunch of other ones as well that
yeah,
doctors. With I don't know what the correlation is
yeah.
between that if there is one, but it's yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to convince him to do a few more puzzles. I think he could be pretty fast if he actually had the patience to do them, but I think gaming is his first love, so he's probably busy doing that instead of doing jigsaws.
Yeah, there's a lot of doctors that do that as well.
Yeah,
Um, but we also have another international competition coming up for the first time this year, which I don't know if the social aspect is going to translate as much to it,
yeah,
which I think is okay because so it's the World Series, Speed Puzzle World Series.
yeah,
The tickets are now available for everybody to purchase
yeah,
for it, but you were part of the advance group that signed up, like myself, signed
yeah.
up for it as well. What what were your initial thoughts when you saw this new competition be released?
Yeah, I
Or
think at the start I didn't kind of know it was a scam or what because they didn't really reveal anything about it. So I was a little bit unsure. But then once they started like revealing a face who was running it and she was a well-known puzzler and then they started releasing more information, I was really excited. Like I think it's because there's so many rounds, it's not just based on one puzzle and does this one puzzle suit you and do you get on well on the one round? I think it's like a much like fairer playing ground, which is great. And yeah, I think there's always going to be some puzzle that will like a round puzzle might suit me, but then a panoramic one might suit you, or like a gradient might suit someone else. So I think it'll be great. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
yeah, I think there is something for everybody. The repetition round, I think, will be my toughest one,
I think
depending on
so.
what the
Yeah,
repetition is. Um,
yeah. It'll depend. Like it might be okay. We don't have very long for the puzzles. I think it's only 75 minutes. Is that right?
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to give anything too hard because they're going to want us to finish it in that time. So
Yeah,
hopefully even the repetition one will be easy enough.
yeah, and there's not a lot of time between rounds, between
Yeah.
challenges, either because so they can't be spending an hour counting everyone's pieces.
No.
So, but like I'm going through the lists right now, seeing how many people were at Worlds and like how many made it to finals at Worlds or how many made it
Yeah.
to the semifinals at Worlds, just to one to kind of know what the competition is,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like I do update videos. I'm trying to track this all the way through on this channel,
Yeah.
from start to finish. So it's just information I like to have, but
Yeah.
it's yeah, like your puzzle, your Paris Rainbow from the World Semifinal. I got clarification that doesn't count as a gradient, so
Yeah. Thank
it's
God.
sectioned off, which
Yeah.
means other than the repetition round, the chances of like a grind puzzle are low. I would
Yeah.
hope.
Yeah.
Knock
Hopefully.
on any sort of wood at this point because I don't want to. You can
Yeah.
still get
You
it.
never know.
Is there Now you said you thought it might have been a scam, which I did as well. But saying that, did you still submit your email and everything in advance before you knew it was Melissa Townsend that was running it?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well you're more sensible than I am. So yeah, I was very much this doesn't look legitimate, but yes, I'm going to enter my personal information into
Yeah.
this. So, yeah, yeah, whatever. It worked out
Well,
fine.
it's for puzzling. It's worth it, I'm sure.
Yeah,
And it worked out
if it's
well.
yes, it did. And there's still, at the time of the record, there's still some tickets on sale. Uh,
Yeah.
I hope it sells out. I'm
I think
pretty
it will.
sure it will
Yeah.
sell out.
Yeah.
People are just making decisions. It's still January. It's
Yeah.
ages to go still, until May,
Yeah.
and there'll be some. Um,
Yeah. Definitely.
what what made you decide to attend? You're the only Irish person signed up so far,
Yeah.
representing an entire continent, not a continent, entire country.
Yeah.
Um, what made you decide to sign up? Other than
Um,
the fact it's like there's different puzzles. Just is there any other reason?
yeah, I think I was just kind of looking forward to competing again. Like I think it's a new country as well. Like Germany is going to be a fun place to go and spend a bit of time. Um, and yeah, I think like I heard a lot of people that I know, a lot of puzzle friends I've made are going, so it'll be a great excuse to meet everyone again. So yeah, I think I just thought it's something different as well. It's very different layout than the other competitions I've been to. So it's gonna be a new challenge for sure. And even the way the brands are different, like it's not all Ravensburger, which is good. So yeah, I think it's gonna be nice to try something different.
I like how it's 2 days.
Yeah.
It's not great for people like myself or the people from like the States or Australia flying over for a 2 day competition. That's not great.
Yeah.
Um, but it is 6 rounds, so I'm still getting almost the same amount of puzzle rounds as I did at the World Championships
Yeah.
that took
That's true
six
actually.
days. So
Yeah.
it's similar.
Yeah.
And it's over and done with. Like the Friday nights, because yeah, it's Friday, Saturday. The Friday night will be a very quiet night as people prepare for day two.
Yeah.
The Saturday night is going to be an insane night in Munich, Germany. Once everyone is done, there's no
Yeah.
closing ceremonies on the Sunday. Yeah, I was planning on flying back on the Sunday and then realized no, that probably I need a day or two to kind of just
Yeah.
just rest
Yeah.
after.
I think there'll be a lot of people around still, so it'll be nice. You'll get to meet up with people and do a few puzzles socially and stuff as well, hopefully. So yeah, I think it'll be good fun.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing, though. I don't know how much time there will be for like the social puzzle aspect
Yeah,
because like at Worlds, you'd have I don't know a puzzle at 9 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and that was your day. You just
yeah,
had to fill the rest. Now it's
yeah,
3 rounds, which will be exhausting.
yeah. That is true.
And
Yeah,
then three Ravensburgers in one day. we've all done that. I did four online yesterday and two or three more outside of that. That was
Okay,
just
well,
yesterday.
yeah,
So doing that amount is fine. But
yeah,
because that second day, which I do want to focus on, the second day is the more challenging events. We have the circle puzzles, which are a bit more challenging.
yeah.
Um, the panoramics, which none of us really have done to that extent, which
No,
that ended off. But then to start the day, we have the unknown brand and
yeah.
unknown image in the same round. Have you started thinking on practicing that?
Not really in that I never really look at the box anyway when I'm puzzling. So I don't think that'll be a massive challenge. Like it does depend on the image, and I think since I've started speed puzzling, I'm looking at the box a little bit more and looking at the image because I think it does make you faster.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'll find it a massive challenge because generally when I'm puzzling, I don't tend to look at the box anyway. Um, but some of my friends have actually started giving me like bags full of puzzles. Haven't done this one yet. So I don't know what the image is going to be. So I'm going to practice a few of them, and I think that'll be the way I'll practice for it. Yeah, I think it's nice if someone else packs them up for you because you've no idea with them what it is at all, which is pretty good. And they checked my three puzzling to make sure the ones I haven't done. So yeah, kind of looking forward to doing that. How are you
Yeah,
planning on practicing for it?
very similar actually. So I on the weekends that just passed, I had a practice session with my marathon team that's coming up, and
Yeah,
I asked them beforehand. I was like, "Look, I'm going to Germany, and everyone knows about that round more or less.
yeah,
I need to be able to practice that. I have a lot of puzzles, but I've done them all, so it's not quite the same." And I said,
yeah,
if you can bring a puzzle that's not a Ravensburger, put into a bag, write your name on it, and let me practice that. And
yeah,
they're like, yeah, yeah, sure, that's fine. And then yeah, showed up on the weekend, and I have similar to you. I can't reach them from where I'm sitting right now.
yeah.
I'm currently at 20 of those types of bags that have a
Okay,
yeah puzzle
that's
in
pretty
them, and
good.
I know there's more on the way. I'm
Oh
hope
wow, lots of practicing today. So
I'm hoping that like there's five Canadians going to this.
yeah,
Two of them two of them live in the US.
okay,
One of them is me, obviously. One of them
yeah,
lives in France. And
okay.
then I have no idea, and nobody I've spoken to knows who the fifth person is. So I
Oh
don't know if
okay,
they're in Canada. I don't know if they're overseas, whatever.
yeah,
But I'm hoping I can leverage being the only Canadian in Canada that's going,
yeah,
use as big of a network as I can that's with
yeah,
people close to me to get as many
yeah.
of these puzzles to practice because that's the round I'm the most nervous for
Okay. Would you look at
because
the image a lot when you're puzzling?
so like you just said that you don't really look at the box too much, and I was very much of the mindset I don't either. I
Yeah.
definitely don't when I'm doing teams.
No.
Absolutely. I usually do the border for my team where I'll look at
Okay.
the box a little bit,
Yeah.
and then the box goes to someone else, and I just do projects that people are handing me. I don't look
Yeah.
at anything after that.
Okay.
Um, and I thought I was like that with individuals
Yeah.
until I recently did a puzzle without the box available and realized,
Yeah.
no, I look at the box a lot more than I thought. Or at least
Yeah.
maybe I think I do. Maybe it's just I didn't get to look at it once
Yeah.
and it impacted it.
Yeah. See,
So
sometimes when you just look at it the first time, you kind of
yeah,
remember it. You know what you're making at least. But yeah, it is hard to just start off with a load of random pieces and have no idea what the puzzle is. Yeah, it's a challenge for sure.
yeah, I might actually test that. I'm gonna get a new 500. I'm gonna ask
Yeah.
them to get me a new 500, but give it to me with the
Yeah.
box,
And
and I'm
just take
gonna
a quick
glance at
glance.
the box and then put it away for the rest of it
Yeah.
and
Try
see
that,
if
I
there's a
think.
huge difference or if I really
Yeah.
am relying on the box.
Yeah, that'd be a
Um,
good one to know. Yeah.
yeah. Have you done many of the Gallison brand puzzles?
The Gibson ones I've only
Gibson.
done
I keep saying Gallison. I don't know why I say Gallisons.
that's
Gibsons.
okay.
Gibsons.
Yeah.
Gibsons.
No, I've done a few thousands, but I haven't done any 500s, I don't think. Maybe a couple. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I've seen some online, so I must order a few and start practicing them before the competition for sure. Yeah.
I've heard there's becoming a bit of a shortage in Europe with
Oh, really?
getting people's hands on Gibsons, like because people are
Okay.
just buying them all ball up. I
Yeah.
I want to know if Gibsons knows why it's happening.
Yeah, I
Uh,
wonder.
they
Because I
must,
they
but
haven't said if it's unreleased or are they all released or are they unreleased
yeah,
puzzles?
every single round is unreleased.
Oh, is it?
Puzzle.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. So
and
then it's kind of a fair playing ground. No one will have done it. Yeah.
yeah, that's another reason why I'm looking for this competition. It's
Yeah.
pretty much as even as you can get
Yeah.
uh, for a puzzle competition. And even the puzzles themselves, speaking with the one of the organizers, Melissa, she mentioned that like she's had an input into what the designs are.
Okay.
So, and she's a very good speed puzzler. She knows
Yeah.
what to look for and what
Yeah.
images are appropriate and not appropriate
Okay.
for a speed puzzle competition. So there's going to be that aspect with it as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, I can't imagine something like Sloss would ever show up because
Yeah. Hopefully
a
not.
speed a speed puzzler would never do that. It would be
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't make people do that. No.
um what are your just to close out the World Series bit, what are you hoping for when you go there as a kind of as a result? You finished, which I forgot to mention, you did finish in seventh, ninth at this year's Worlds, which is absolutely incredible. You've
Yeah, it was
won
insane. Yeah, wasn't expecting that now. Yeah, I was delighted.
you got a trophy. You've won two national competitions.
Yeah.
Probably seems to be more with the UK one coming up again. Like
Yeah, I don't
so,
know. I
what are
don't
your
really go to the competitions with like hoping I'll come in a certain place or with like a certain goal in mind. I kind of just go and see how I get on. Especially for this one, I think it's really hard to place it because you never know what's going to come up. And when there's so many rounds, I think it's going to be a lot harder to kind of bet on who's going to do well. So yeah, I think it's kind of going to be go have fun and do the best I can and see where that takes me.
uh? I won't press you from nah. It's fine. I'm still gonna predict a top 10 finish for
Oh,
you.
no pressure.
And the reason I mentioned that is going all the way back to the start of this, where I mentioned your Instagram, where you do post a lot of puzzles. You
Yeah,
do a lot of different brands of puzzles and a lot of different styles of puzzles. Um, so I like you've been prepping for this without knowing. I think you've been prepping for it, while
yeah,
others are doing purely Ravensburgers over and over again, which
yeah.
that'll help on day one. It won't help on day two. So
That's
yeah,
true. Yeah. Like I think a lot of my 500s are still Ravensburger, but yeah, a lot of my thousands I have done different brands. I've one friend who seems to have really cool jigsaws from loads of different brands, and she always shares them with me. So yeah, I think that'll help a bit. Yeah, definitely. And I love the circular one, so I'm really looking forward to that round. I think that'll be fun.
yeah, that's one I need to practice for. I think the second one.
Yeah.
And the panoramic. I need to do a panoramic before I go there as well
Yeah.
because
I've
I
never
need to
done
know
a
the space.
600 piece one. Yeah, it's going to be different. I think it'll be more like sorting your pieces on top or on the bottom rather than to the side like we normally do. So it's going to be different. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely can't be to the sides because yeah, the measurements is very close on either side with it.
Yeah.
It's yeah, the space management will be tough.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yeah, that's I think that's all great. I have a few things just to kind of close this all out with that I ask every guest that I have on here. First one
Perfect.
is when it comes to goal setting, a lot of it's still January. There's a long year ahead of us still to go, and a lot of
Yeah.
competitions coming up. Whether you are one of the top puzzlers in the world like yourself or someone who's new to speed puzzling, setting goals to kind of help push you forward is an integral part of uh, continuing staying in this sport, this activity, whatever you want to call it. How do you
Yeah.
go about like I know I just asked you what you're expecting or what you're hoping for at the World Series, and it's to have fun. Okay, but how do you go about setting goals for yourself in speed puzzling?
I think it's mostly about like doing puzzles I've done before and try to get them faster than I did them last year, maybe. So like, and even like with the sub 20, like that's definitely a goal for me at the minute. Like a few months ago, I thought like a sub 30 would be impossible, and then I got a sub 30 and ended up getting a good few sub 30 since. So yeah, I think sub 20 would be definitely next on my list. Try and get that in at least one puzzle. Um, and yeah, I think it's just I'd like to redo a lot of the puzzles I did last year, practicing for Worlds, and see if I can just get them faster than they were before.
Do you wait like a while in between them to like with like Disney Palette? No, because you're doing them as much as you can to get
Yeah.
underneath. But for just to be faster with some of them, are you waiting like a long time in between doing them?
Um, yeah, like I don't really have a spreadsheet or anything. I think a lot of people have like a better system of how they do it. Mine are all just on a shelf and I just kind of grab a random puzzle and give it a go. Normally I do it like twice kind of after each other. So I do it once and then I kind of see what time I got and then I kind of figured out like, oh, I went wrong on that bit or I could have gone faster doing that bit. And then I normally do it again within the same day probably. But then I might not do that puzzle again then for a few months. So yeah, I normally do it twice in a row and then leave it a few months.
Yeah, and I think having that little break in between makes it more realistic on what your improvement on the times are.
Yeah,
It's your second time back to back will almost always be faster.
yeah,
But if you wait those few months and you
yeah,
don't remember all the small details, it makes it a bit tougher.
yeah. It does. I definitely find that once I've done a puzzle once, I kind of remember it. Like it
Yeah,
never really. I always kind of remember the
yeah.
picture. So yeah, it doesn't really
It's
matter how
always a
long. I
good
don't
one.
think majorly. Yeah,
Except for Rabbit Recital, that doesn't stick in.
yeah,
The other one is part of this channel also is focused on because the teacher never really leaves the puzzler. The kind of little quick lessons or suggestions, helpful hints and tips and whatever for people to get into speed puzzling, or if they're very good at speed puzzling, to kind of just add other concepts or approaches. So I
yeah.
ask everybody, is there a piece of advice or a tip or something that you can provide me or a challenge of some sort that I can showcase on this channel sometime in the future?
Yeah. I think it would just be doing puzzles that you like. I think I would just recommend if you're trying to get into speed puzzling, do puzzles and images that you enjoy. So don't choose really hard ones at the start. Just pick nice, colorful ones and just keep doing that one and try to get that one faster. And then when you do a harder one, you'll have all the skills you need. So I normally do puzzles I like over and over again. And I think I always start with like the brighter colors or like your favorite color in a picture. So like if I was doing like the Disney one, I'd always start with like the pinks and then I'd work my way across. Or like the reds. Yeah, that's genuinely how I do it.
So all great information. I think doing this puzzles that you enjoy, uh, it does help you it does help you stay more interested. It helps you stay focused on the puzzle, but you're going to go faster, so your brain becomes aware of how fast your hands can actually go. So when you get to the
Yeah.
tougher ones, it's yeah, you have some other skills in there.
Hmm.
Are you so we were talking about the Disney color palette last night with a few people, and you start with the pink because that's your favorite color, not because it's the easiest?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think with most puzzles, I always do that. I always start with my favorite color, no matter what the puzzle is. So I always start with like a pink or red section. I don't know why. It's just always the way I do it. Yeah.
That's that's an approach, I guess. It's
Yeah.
yeah, because
So I would do the
the
pink and then the red, and then I'd work in the rest of the colors.
the Disney I've tried the Disney color palette in very different orders, but my
Yeah.
default always comes back to doing the green down the middle first for some reason.
Oh,
And
really? I
then
haven't done it that way.
yeah, the
Okay.
green because that's what stands out to me when I
Maybe
see all
that's
the
your favorite
pieces.
color. Is green your favorite color, do you reckon?
And red would be my favorite color.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
the greens just stick out to me more than
Yeah.
reds do.
Okay. I'll have to try it tonight and do greens first and see does it get me
I
the
also
sub
feel
20.
like because it's right down the middle, I also feel
Yeah.
like there's like two very small puzzles left after it, which I can get through really quick.
Yeah.
Um, because yeah, it's the border's done and then the middle chunk is done. It's just just a little bit here, a little bit here. It's like
Yeah.
200 piece puzzles essentially, and it just flies through. Which
And someone else recommended to me to start at one edge and just work your way across. And I
I've done
tried that,
that as
but I think it
well.
was slower. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's
For me
yeah.
anyway. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, just to close this out, I just have a few quick fire questions. Just to remind people, you are on Instagram. What is it again?
The quirky puzzler.
Great, and that will be in the description below.
Perfect.
I'll also include the um, Irish jigsaw puzzle links and stuff below as well. So for those of you in
Yeah.
Ireland that are looking to get into it, that will be in the description below as well. Because yeah, it'd be nice to see more Irish puzzlers.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely. And
all
anyone
the
else in
Irish
Canada who wants to come to Ireland and do our nationals, we'd be happy to have you.
don't be careful because we travel, so
We'd be
it's
delighted.
it would be cheaper for me to fly to Ireland than to fly to the west coast of Canada. So I would rather do the Irish nationals than the Western regionals. So
Okay,
it's
we'll save you a ticket. So,
yeah. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, just to close this all out, I just have a few quick fire questions that I ask everybody. They usually don't turn into the quick aspect is lenient here, but really
okay.
whatever comes to your mind first. I may have follow-ups.
Perfect.
So for the first question, what is your favorite brand of puzzle?
I'll have to go with Ravensburger. I think it's the ones I have the most puzzles of, and yeah, I really like the piece cut. So yeah,
Is there, I didn't ask this before, but is there actually is there an Irish brand of puzzle?
there is. We have Gosling puzzles. I don't know if they're widely available outside of Ireland. And there wouldn't be a whole lot of them. There'd probably only be maybe 20 or 30 different images, but they're really nice. My favorite puzzle is actually a Gosling puzzle. It's Cú Cullen. He's like an Irish warrior, and it's quite like an artsy image, like a painting. It's really pretty. So yeah, they're quite nice images.
I'll have to look into those. Your favorite piece count?
1,000.
Your favorite cut style?
Secular.
No one has ever said that. It's, yeah, this is why I'm thinking top 10 because if you're already liking circle puzzles and you know one of the rounds at the World Series is circle, yeah, you're going to be top 10.
Well, I
Um,
like them. I don't know if I'm the fastest at them, but I like them. They're good fun.
but if you like puzzles, you'll tend to go maybe a little bit faster with them.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
We'll see. Your favorite speed puzzle event?
Individuals, I think.
Is there a favorite competition you've been to as a follow-up?
Probably the Worlds this year. I think that's where I met most people. Made so many friends at it, so I think that was my favorite.
Your favorite puzzler?
We'll go with Alejandro from Spain. I think he was the first kind of puzzler I knew, and the kids in my class were obsessed with watching him and always saying, "You have to beat Alejandro," which hasn't happened yet. But yeah, I think he's a lovely guy as well.
Have you done any of his puzzles?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I've done the autumn one and the summer one. They're really nice, and it's nice because they're like puzzle themed as well, which is quite fun.
Yeah, I do like that in the speed puzzle competitions. I don't know why. I just like I like
Yeah,
the theme.
yeah,
Uh
it's good.
you've already kind of answered this, but your favorite puzzle that you've ever done?
Yeah, I'll go with the Irish Gosling Cú Cullen puzzle.
The hardest puzzle that you've ever done.
I did a 5,000 Colin Thompson puzzle. You know, it's like the shelves. That one was pretty tough. Did it a few years ago, so I need to redo it. But yeah, it was a hard one.
Just need to redo it. It's you do a lot of large it's nice that you have the space to be able to do like those 5,000
Yeah,
piece.
I don't at my own house, but down at my parents' house they have a big counter, so I think I
Yeah.
just pack up a load of puzzles and go down there for a weekend and get a load done. So it's great.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what they're there for. That's
Yeah.
your least favorite design to see on a puzzle.
Probably fur or like leaves and greenery. Kind of like the world's 2024, that puzzle, like the tigers with the
Oh.
green trees. That was kind of my nightmare puzzle. Something like that is probably the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I would have finished it in 75 minutes when that
Yeah.
came out, but you finished in 33rd, so it went okay.
Yeah.
Uh, your your favorite puzzle moment.
I think when I came ninth this year at the Worlds and I came outside the dome and like all my puzzle friends that I'd made and my family were all outside and like cheering me on. I thought that was really cute. Yeah, I think that was my favorite.
Yeah, the atmosphere outside after the individual round final was
Yeah,
great.
it
During
was.
during the event, it was great watching it on the screen.
Yeah,
It's the only one of the silver linings to not making the finals was I got to experience what that was like
yeah,
out there. I don't want to experience it again because I want to be in the finals, but
yeah.
it was
You've done
fun
it once.
watching it was fun watching the head to head of the three coming close to the end and then the rest of the
Yeah,
top 10, including yourself, seeing the top Canadians finish. I really liked it where everyone's sitting outside with a beverage in their hand and,
yeah,
fun times.
yeah. It was a nice sense of
Uh,
community. I think. Yeah,
yeah, very much so, which we
yeah.
get in Germany to the same extent, but because we'll
Probably
all be
not.
in the last round because that's how it
Yeah,
works. But
yeah. True. That'd be quite nice too, though. No one's getting like knocked out or anything.
yeah. Your favorite way to get new puzzles?
Um, I think my friends, my Irish friends like Siobhan and Kieran and Deborah, they share a lot of puzzles with me. So I think it's nice getting them off them. And then my parents as well, they always buy me new puzzles. So every time I go home to their house, there's always a stack of puzzles that they said, oh, we just saw new ones and we had to get them. So I think it's very rare that I've ever actually bought myself a puzzle because they're always buying them for me. So it's pretty
Nice.
good. Yeah.
As a teacher, do you get puzzles as gifts now, like end of year gifts or Christmas gifts?
Yeah, I do all the time. Yeah. It's lovely. I can't complain. I love it.
That's I wish I was puzzling when I was still teaching and getting those types of gifts because
Yeah.
that would have been so much better than just here's a mug. No
Oh
more
yeah.
mugs for teachers. We're done. We got enough mugs. We can only
I
drink
never
from
get
one.
mugs. It's always
Really?
candles. Yeah,
Oh,
candles. Oh,
at least
they're
candles
worse.
you could use.
Yeah.
I got so many mugs. I don't even drink coffee. It's
Oh God.
and last question to wrap this all up. Your dream puzzle that you've not done but wish you could.
I think that 40,000 piece Disney one. I think I'd love to try that one.
Now, if you do a 40,000 piece, will you mix them or will it be 10 individual puzzles?
Oh no, definitely mix them. It only counts if you mix them, I think.
Good.
What do
Yep,
you think?
that
Yeah?
absolutely you have to
Yeah, you
mix
do.
them. It does not count. Whenever someone tells me that they've done, let's say, like a 40,000 piece puzzle or the bigger, like
Yeah.
60,000 piece puzzles, the immediate follow-up question is, did you mix the bags? And if
Yeah.
it's no, okay, well, you did 10 still large puzzles, but you did 10
Yeah.
thousand piece puzzles. That's what you did. It's yeah. It's and I think more people are starting to feel that way as these become more popular puzzles
Yeah,
to
I
do.
think so.
But yeah, that's always the
Yeah.
follow-up question with it.
I mean, it must be horrible to sort them, but I'd say
That's
it only
part of
counts
the
really.
challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
If you do a 40,000 piece puzzle like that, will you time yourself?
No way. No. I'd do it pure for fun if I was to do that.
So you do you find it easy then to switch between speed mindset and casual mindset?
Yeah, definitely. Most of the time when I'm puzzling, it's just 1,000 pieces are bigger and I'm just doing it for casual. It's normally only the 500s I time myself with.
I just can't. It's my mind's always on the speed aspect right now, but
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. That's what I do. We do speed
Yeah.
puzzling. Uh, thank you so much, Emma, for joining me to do this chat. It's been super enjoyable to speak with you. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
thanks a
you
million
so
for
much.
having me. It was great.
And I will see you in a few months in Germany. So can't wait
Yeah,
for that.
yeah. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Great. Thanks so much.
Thanks,
Bye.
Adam. Bye.